Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest there's a very good chance that Liam Spencer is going to die. But that doesn't mean actor Scott Clifton is going anywhere. In fact, it might be quite the opposite. There's heavy speculation that Liam is going to die of his horrible brain cancer. But there's a good chance that Scott will come back to play another character, Liam's long-lost brother. This is a soap opera after all. This might actually be a good thing, as fans have been wanting to see a whole different side to Liam anyway. There's only so much waffling everyone can take. As our fans can imagine, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about this possible theory. One fan of the show even wrote, "If Liam gets killed off, but it turns out he has a twin brother, it would be two birds with one stone. We get to keep Scott and get rid of Liam." It would also mirror the classic years of B&B when the OG Caroline Spencer died of leukemia, but the actress ended up staying on as Caroline's twin sister Karen. Another one added, "First they implied he was leaving, then he and Don Diamond signed new contracts, then somebody on a Reddit thread posted an interview or something about him definitely going to another soap." And then there was this comment as well. "I hope this is true." Liam has for the most part existed less as an independent character than a carnival prize for Hope and Steffi to fight over, and the show has never been interested in exploring any part of his past or moving beyond his Archie Andrews-esque indecisiveness. For weeks, fans have been bracing for a major twist, and now it's finally arrived. In a shocking turn of events, The Bold and the Beautiful is preparing to say goodbye to Liam Spencer, at least the version of Liam we know. But before anyone starts mourning too soon or planning a final tribute for actor Scott Clifton, let us stop you there. This death is far from the end for Liam, and Scott's story is just getting started. Let's unpack the stunning developments, explosive fallout, and jaw-dropping twist that promises to turn B&B on its head. Act 1. Liam's death shakes the lay to its core. The episode begins with heartbreak. Liam Spencer's body is discovered in his apartment, collapsed near his desk with a half-written letter addressed to Steffi. The cause of death? A cerebral aneurysm, sudden, tragic, and completely unexpected. No drugs, no violence, no foul play. Just a man who ran out of time. The news ripples through Los Angeles like a bomb. Hope Logan collapses when she hears. Ridge is stunned silent. Steffi drops her phone and just stares, unable to process the loss. Even Bill Spencer, normally stoic and self-assured, lets a tear fall as he clutches a photo of Liam from their Aspen trip. But one person's grief stands apart. Finn. While the others mourn, Finn's doctor instincts kick in. The circumstances around Liam's death seem wrong. Liam had no history of neurological problems, no warning signs. Finn asks for a second autopsy, but is blocked by an unnamed hospital administrator who warns him to let the dead rest. Cue the mystery. Act 2. The Secret Life of Liam Spencer. It doesn't take long for The Bold and the Beautiful to start layering intrigue. As Hope begins sorting through Liam's things, she stumbles upon a safety deposit key hidden in his sock drawer. That's when everything changes. Inside the deposit box are two things: a flash drive containing dozens of encrypted video files, a passport with Liam's photo. But under the name Jacob L. Carter, Hope turns to Ridge and Brooke, stunned. The files are all encrypted, but one opens without a password. A video message recorded by Liam just days before his death. "If you're watching this, I'm probably dead, or they want you to think I am. There are things I've been keeping from you, from all of you. I'm not who you think I am, but everything I did to protect you." Enter Scott Clifton 2.0. Act 3. Clifton's new role. Meet Jake Carter. Here's where the twist gets delicious. Though Liam Spencer is gone, Scott Clifton isn't exiting the canvas. Instead, The Bold and the Beautiful pulls off a classic soap move. One actor, two personas, and a mysterious past nobody saw coming. Days after Liam's funeral, a man appears at the Forrester estate. Dressed in dark jeans, a black leather jacket, and sporting a faint scar across his cheek, he introduces himself as Jake Carter, an international intelligence agent and Liam's identical twin. Only that's not quite true. Jake is Liam, or rather, Liam was Jake all along. A decade ago, Jake Carter was recruited by a covert agency operating in the shadows. To protect a source close to Steffy Forrester, he agreed to go deep undercover and live as Liam Spencer, a fabricated identity tied to Bill's fabricated paternity. The man everyone has known as Liam Spencer was never supposed to fall in love, get married, or have children. But life and soap operas are messy. Jake fell for Hope, then Steffy, then Hope again. Somewhere along the way, the lines between the mission and reality blurred. Now with the mission compromised, Jake had no choice but to kill off Liam Spencer and return to his real life. Only one problem: someone else knows the truth. Act 4. Steffy's Dangerous Curiosity. Though Hope is devastated, Steffy grows suspicious. She remembers Liam acting strange in the days before his death, mumbling about unfinished business, staring too long at family photos, and receiving strange phone calls from blocked numbers. Then she sees Jake Carter on the security feed from Forrester. The resemblance is undeniable. She follows him. What she finds stuns her. Jake isn't just back in LA for answers. He's following someone connected to Sheila Carter. In a massive twist, it's revealed that Sheila, long thought dormant after her last arrest, may have been part of the very conspiracy that forced Jake to become Liam in the first place. And worse, she's not working alone. The video files from the deposit box begin unraveling a sinister network: money laundering, international fraud, and intelligence manipulation. At the heart of it all, a powerful crime family who had ties to Forrester International's European branch. Sheila was their pawn, but now she's rising in the ranks. Jake's mission isn't over. Act 5. Hope's Anguish, Brooke's Suspicion. As Jake continues operating in the shadows, he visits Hope from afar, watching her grieve over Liam. But he doesn't approach her. He's torn. He knows revealing the truth puts everyone at risk. Yet watching her pain breaks him. Brooke, on the other hand, starts seeing patterns. She corners Jake one evening outside Il Giardino. "I know my daughter's husband when I see him. I don't care what name you use. Who are you really?" Jake finally breaks. He confesses the truth, but demands she keep it secret. Brooke, torn between protecting her daughter and understanding the greater danger, agrees, for now. Act 6. Taylor returns with shocking intel. Out of nowhere, Taylor Hayes returns from her humanitarian work in Africa. She brings with her a revelation. She's been in contact with a man claiming to be Jake Carter for months, ever since she investigated the charity laundering schemes overseas. She had no idea he was Liam. But she did know he was investigating powerful players who could wipe entire identities clean, fake deaths, and manipulate medical records, including Liam's autopsy. Taylor begins working with Finn, Ridge, and Brooke to uncover the bigger picture. Ridge is furious they were all played. Finn's determined to find out how deep this conspiracy goes. Brooke wants to know, is Liam gone forever? But Taylor makes it clear, Liam is gone. Jake is what remains. If we want to protect our families, we need him alive. Act 7. Jake confronts Bill, the shocking showdown. The most powerful moment comes when Jake finally faces Bill Spencer. In a private scene away from the family chaos, Jake confronts the man who once believed he was his father. "Jake, you raised me, but you never knew me." "Bill, you were my son, are my son." "Jake, no, Bill. I was your insurance policy." The conversation is a gut punch. Bill knew there were gaps in Liam's story but chose to overlook them. He admits he suspected something early on, but after losing so much, he couldn't risk losing Liam too. Jake walks away with one final warning. If Bill gets in his way, he'll regret it. Act 8. The next chapter begins. Hope sees him. In the final scene of the week, Hope visits the cabin, surrounded by memories of Liam. She kneels by the fireplace, reading his last letter. Suddenly, a noise outside catches her attention. She opens the door, and there he is. Jake. He doesn't speak. Neither does she. She stares at him through tear-filled eyes, unsure whether to collapse in relief or scream in confusion. He doesn't offer an explanation. He just whispers, "I wanted to say goodbye, but I couldn't." She steps forward. Their faces inches apart. But before anything can happen, Jake disappears into the night. Hope is left trembling on the porch. Final thoughts. Liam's death is just the beginning. This storyline isn't just about loss, it's about transformation. The Bold and the Beautiful has long leaned on love triangles and fashion feuds, but this arc takes it international. Political corruption. Scott Clifton's range will now stretch further than ever as he portrays the darker, more haunted Jake Carter. The soap staple fans thought they knew is evolving, more danger, more secrets, and a heart that still beats for the woman he left behind. So yes, Liam Spencer is dead. But Scott Clifton, he's about to deliver the performance of a lifetime. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAU2TFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.